Do you have my son's phone?
But when I told you, you did.
I did not come at you like that.
You did.
No, I did not.
You did.
Wrongfully accused, a black man says tonight he was racially profiled and accused of a crime he did not commit by a woman in the Inland Empire. The woman claims he stole her son's cell phone, which you will see very soon he certainly did not. A part of the confrontation is caught on camera, and tonight KCAL9's Stacey Butler with the story. Stacey.
Susie, that video has now gone viral, and tonight Yashir Bryant told me that he started a GoFundMe site because he plans to sue for defamation of character and slander.
Now you're recording me.
No problem. I have a right to.
Come out here and say, excuse me.
No.
Do you have my son's phone?
But when I told you, you did.
I did not come at you like that.
You did.
A Moreno Valley man says a Walmart shopper wrongly accused him of stealing her son's cell phone, then followed him to the parking lot and refused to let him go to his car until police arrived.
We're staying here until you give me my phone because it marks that you're here.
I don't have a phone.
No.
Ma'am, you're
Nope.
really crazy. You're following me now.
Now I am.
That's good.
Because that phone has
Sorry,
cost
it's
me
not
money.
good enough.
Yashir Bryant says he was shopping for curtains when he says he overheard this woman's son tell her he lost his phone.
When she stopped and kept doing this, I felt so uncomfortable, ma'am. I left my basket there. I proceeded to walk out.
But Bryant says she followed him outside, accusing him publicly of stealing her son's phone. He says he tried to get to his car, but she stayed with him. He agreed to stay until the police came. He believes the woman racially profiled him because there was no evidence he stole the phone.
My only reason why I said I'll stay here with her, because I didn't want to leave. Been in the same scenario, and I've left and been accused of the one stealing something. So I stayed.
Bryant says he walked back into Walmart with the woman to report the harassment. Minutes later, her son walked up with the phone in his hand. He apparently found it in the car. Bryant says he was hoping for an apology, but she responded with an expletive.
For her child to be right there, that would.
Bryant says he walked back into Walmart with the woman to report the harassment.
She accused me of stealing the phone.
Minutes later, her son walked up with the phone in his hand. He apparently found it in the car. Bryant says he was hoping for...
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rekakudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone go well. Salvation to Akiyam, Supichin is truth, and sincerity to the four corners of the earth. To the one to act what's and learn to the spectacled Israelites, and who scatter to the four corners who look like the heathen, while Israelites. And their brother Howard from the GMS, Prophetic Vibration Camp.
This is Brother Yassad.
And through the power and spirit of Yahweh, with us, so we're going to do a video on this because, as you see, Israel is always the usual suspect. So the nation of Israel always the usual suspect when coming to falsely accuse. And it's so serious because in everything, they always pointing a finger at us. You understand? Even when shit started to get more real, and they started to say even a new disease started to spread on the face of the earth, you understand? And the ones who never take the so-called cure, they will say, hey, and they will point a finger, and they will say, this is the ones who spreading it. And that is a part, that is a part of the that's a part of the wickedest play, falsely accusing us. You understand? Falsely accusing us and making it simple. Like when Yahweh say he will break down his temple and build it up in 3 days. They didn't understand that parable. So they went and falsely accused the Hamashiach about talking about breaking down the temple and building it back and all these things. So that is to show you how, Esau Edom is the devil. That liar, that deceiver, who let the fall, as the scripture say, and then you go down to the etymology or we have to see right now. So I do have the interliner, but you go back into falsely accused. You understand? For a falsely accuser. So I'll go back and I'll go down into 1 or 2 scriptures pertaining into why we is the ones who always the usual suspect, and why these nations and them always against Israel, always pointing against us and coming against us. So you can bring all the scripture here. Yes.
book of Lamentation, chapter 2 and verse 15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem.
So we know the daughter of Jerusalem go back to, the nation of Israel, the 12 tribes. So hey, I've seen it today. All these heathens, especially these Elamites in Trinidad, like to boast and like to, even though they following all the customs of the Israelites, they like to our swag, they try to copy it, but we are the true blueprint. You understand? But in everything they always want to false, they accuse us. They actually bring out the unrighteous decrees. You understand? The laws. You understand? And falsely accusing and chilling plenty of our Israelite brothers and sisters, and they try that the court system is biased, because they can just lock you up and say you commit a murder and you can stay in jail for 18 years. You understand? Until they start the case, and then they can tell you they have no evidence and then free after 10, 14 years. You understand? I don't show the poor, court system it have in Trinidad. So that's you have to pray that you don't get caught up in that falsely accused that you murder somebody, or you rape somebody, or you rob somebody, because that is the spirits of these heathens in Trinidad. The smallest store breaking, Israelite do it. The bar get breaking, Israelite do it. The trains them get robbed, Israelite them do it. And it's really the Israelites is doing it. But in a sense, when you're right, they believe in you wrong, because the example that you giving out, because the Lord give you the laws and commandments to follow, and we never take it, we transgress against the law. They continue in sin. So when the other heathens watch you as a thief, a robber, a murderer, a rapist, all you could call it, whatever you could call it.
Also to add to that also falls under the curses too. Reason being that we people are in this situation of poverty, where it are no jobs for them. A lot of them, they're doing wickedly, so they'll rather be lazy and go out and thief. Well, that's the curses. So let's get a scripture in the book of Deuteronomy 28. And verse 37. Right? Let's see. And thou shalt become an astonishment. So that is why they will be hissing and mocking and nodding their heads and thing at us, because we've been astonishment.
Kind of falsely accusing.
Yeah, a proverb, because the first thing as they hear somebody thief or something mean missing the quick, the so-called N do it, the so-called nigger do it. The black man, just as even in the video where you watch they posted a black man,
and he's a different light shade, bro.
Yeah, a black man.
Always a color from a Korean box. They always try to give us and calling themselves white. And we know the meaning of white is pure, and they paint this black as like black magic and black book and all these things that are show he's so trying his best to put himself as God on the face of the earth. Which we know he's not. He's just the penal man who know that he have a short time.
And that pigment they have, that red skin. When back there he come out red and hairy, that already is just a curse that you being pale is a curse upon you. Let's say, and a byword among all nations. So that is the reason being that's why they portrayed a black man stole, a black man this and that. All of these fall, the bywords among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. You got anything to say? I'm gonna go back into the lamentation. Yeah. And we don't know. Let's say, saying is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty?
Kind of, we know that's they go back to Jerusalem. That's Jerusalem was a beautiful place. We used to serve the Lord, and follow and go back into the laws, such as commandments. They see them, we used to say, hey, this is a wise and understanding people. But when we fall off, at the time they choose to come at us, this is the time they choose to target us and come down and break us and be a nation and falsely accuse us and kill us out and all these things, because hey, the Lord give us, the Lord give us laws, and we never follow the laws. That's why in this truth you don't really have your own will. You don't have own, like I don't have video today. You don't have your own free will in this truth. Because you are laws to follow. You have to follow the Lord laws.
Can the scripture in Ezekiel chapter 22 and 5, it says, those that be near and those that be far from thee shall mock thee, which art infamous and much vexed. Yeah, so these heathens, they mocking us, saying, hey, these here is the chosen people of the Lord, and watch how it is, what you state they in.
Our people is the vagrants in the road, who walk in the garbage truck, who walk in the Russia to take the so-called cure, and take the 150 to work for all the franchise. We see how people are bowing for the Saudi system, and I realize that they sort of love that Bible. They love the Bible. They help oppressors, slave them, and call them by the and had them in a state of slavery, and manage that slavery.
Yeah, also too, it said Deuteronomy 28 going on, it said thy strangers shall get up high above thee, and thou shalt be brought down low. So that all applies into this the curses that fall upon us too. That is why we see people in the grocery and doing all the door work. All the low status work on the earth is the Jakes, the Spanish, the so-called Hispanics, the so-called Negroes. You see us there. It's verse 16. All thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we look for. We have found. We have seen it. Yeah, because hey, don't feel these so-called white people don't think in their head that hey, we forefathers had all in slavery. We had all there working for us free. We had all there, by the skin of their teeth, begging us coming. And hey, up to now we still in that state how we going on to them. Because when time for you to get a job, you had to go on to the heathens. One time for you to go out and get documents is these heathens you had to go out to, because they are in all the high positions in the system, and they own the businesses and the franchises and these things. They swallow us up. Let's say we have found, we have seen it. The Lord had done that which He had devised. Because all of this happened here because why? The Lord said none of the words of the Lord is going to return void. Because that's how you see, let's get the scripture in the book of Baruch. Baruch chapter 4. Baruch chapter 4 and verse 6. Say you were sold to the nation, not for your destruction, but because ye moved your hour to wrath, you were delivered unto thine enemies. That's why it say it was the Lord who had devised it, because all the words of the Lord it shall surely come to pass, and we actually seen that taking place right before our eyes. It said that for ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to Yahweh. Ye have forgotten the everlasting power. And that was gone when people went off, the forefathers, which are us, went off and transgressed the laws. Did according to the ways of the heathen, learn after the ways of the heathen, and then wickedly. That was the reason why we was given into the hands of the heathens. And why the heathens began to become lords over us.
And if you go back into Judah, when they say, hey, once the Lord amongst them, leave them alone. But once the Lord in the serving the Lord, we could attack them. And that is the whole thing about Esau, Edom. Esau know that, hey, the Lord is not here right now with us, and we are following the ways of the heathens and worshiping idol gods and all these things. And Esau coming down, he knowing that, hey, he have our people in our mind so that he kingdom will last forever. But hey, when the Lord is waking up, the Lord have his hopeful elect. He has his saints slash friends waking up to this truth, and bringing all the truth on Esau, Edom, revealing the truth, lifting up Esau, spiritually alive, spiritually alive, that hey, the time is up, time for us to rule, time for us to put you in slavery, so the whole of us they're accusing, and on all these things he like to do, all that time up,
It say ye have and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. But when she saw the wrath of Yahweh coming upon you, she said, Hearken, we that dwell about Zion, Yahweh had brought up me great mourning. For I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them. Yeah, because all this here was the Lord's doing. The Lord, as it said, the Lord set it up kings and bring it down. The Lord who placed these heathens over us as we punishment. The Lord placed all of these curses upon us because we transgressed against him. Going back to the Deuteronomy, if we is to observe, hey, let me just bring it out for edification's sake. 28 and 1. It says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the word of thy Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I have commanded this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth. So this would have happened if we followed after the Lord and kept his laws, statutes, and commandments and all his judgment. But verse 15 say no. Verse 15 say, because but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Yeah, and that's all on. But they show these curses have always been the Bible, we always been the suspect. All of these things is going to be lifted off us and the heathen. They are going to fall upon the heathen.
Because as I was saying earlier on, Israel always the usual suspect. And going back, the same way, how she falsely accused the king and said she thief her son's phone. In the same way, they're going to falsely accuse we as men of the Lord. When times getting real, when things getting serious, they're going to come and say, this is the ones who preaching the doom, and they know what they have to say, a lot of blasphemy, and come on, I want to put them in a lot of death, through their blasphemy words, their lying words. But
yeah, because it's gonna come a time that they're gonna come with measures to get rid of us. And hey, let me just bring on the scripture and ask it, just as Paul, these The same people who didn't understand, who was blinded by the God of this world, that spirit that left on the spirit on the left hand side deceived them, that they would come against Paul, to accuse Paul falsely, because the doctrine he was speaking, the doctrine of Yahushua, that Yahushua raised from the dead and all these things, they realized that the population was being moved by the miracles and that gospel that was being marveled. So they sought to kill him. So let me just go on that little thing there in Acts 26. I will start verse 25. Let me read that little thing, verse 25. Straight to the point. It say verse 1, 25 and 1. Now when Festus was coming to the province, after 3 days he ascended from Caesarea to Jerusalem. Then the high priest and the chief of the Jews informed him against Paul and besought him. So yeah, the same scribes and Pharisees, the Jews who were circumcised only by the flesh but not by the spirit, and desired favor against him, that he would send for him to Jerusalem, laying wait in the way to kill him. So they sought to kill Paul, but Festus answered that Paul should be kept at Caesarea, and that he would depart shortly hither. Let them therefore, said he, which among you are able to go down with me and accuse this man, if there be any wickedness in him. And that is what I was doing, falsely accusing Paul, But when you read on now in verse 26, now it shows that through the Spirit, Paul pleaded his cause, and he found favor in Agrippa's sight, and they found that the Jews and them they lied on Paul. They falsely accused Paul. This man wasn't worthy of death. He did nothing wrong. And the same spirit that they them back then, it is gonna come back again. They're gonna falsely accuse the elect in so much ways to bring us down, to slaughter us. But as the scripture say in let me just jump to Matthew 5 and 11. It says, blessed are you when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my name's sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. So just as the prophets, just as Paul were persecuted and falsely accused and think that is going to happen to you. That is going to happen to the men of the Lord at a point in time. But the scripture said, blessed are ye. Because just as we ought to remember Yahushua is in control of all these things. Just as when Yahushua was delivered onto the cross, let me just see if I get the quick John 19. With Pilate, from verse 12, it says, and from thenceforth Pilate sought to release him. The same way the so-called Jews, the Jews that were the wicked Jews who wasn't following the laws of the Lord, but of the scribes and Pharisees who falsely accused Yahushua, saying that he was speaking against the blasphemy against the Lord and the words and all these things. It say, and from them Pilate sought to release him. But the Jews cried out, saying, if thou let this man go, thou art not Caesar's friend. Whosoever maketh himself a king speaketh against Caesar. When Pilate therefore heard that the same brought Yahushua, and sat down the judgment seat. That is called pavement. Alright, I'll read a little bit further. Right, verse 10, right? Because this is when Pilate here was taking word from the people on what to do. You know, after the Jews and them falsely accused Yahushua and put him up to be crucified. It said, then said Pilate unto him, speakest thou not unto me? Knowest thou not that I have power to crucify thee and have power to release thee? Yahushua answered, thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it was given thee from above. Therefore he that delivered me unto thee had the greater sin. Because here we ought to remember, no matter what the situation is, Yahweh Shemeshai in control of all these things. So if you is to be, you know, falsely accused or taken up before the judgment seat, according to the scripture, it says, think not what to say, because the Lord is gonna put it in our mind, you know, of what to say when we are in those positions. Okay, we all, you know, we all leaning on Yahweh Shemeshai to lead us through this. You have any other scripture to bring out, eh? You have any other scripture to bring out, eh?
Second, First Peter 4 and 14.
Book of First Peter
4 and 14.
4 and 14.
Let's see. We gotta lead it up until the men of the Lord.
Yeah, I don't really start to do that.
Yeah, because we don't know it. We don't know what can come down on Esau. We don't know Esau. Because answer that come down great and say, really, Lord, just do that, so Lord control the sword.
First Peter 4 and 14. If ye be reproached for the name of Yahushua, happy are ye. But
so it say,
it say, if ye be reproached for the name of Yahushua, happy are ye.
So it say, happy are ye. So, you know, so whoever they try, whoever they come down on us, whoever all praise to Yahushua, whenever they come down on us, you understand? When they point a finger at us and say, we do this for we was out on the highways, we was the ones who preaching, hey, all praises happy shall we be.
Yeah, it say, for the spirit of glory and of Yahweh rested upon you.
Okay? So the power and the spirit of Yahweh rested upon us. You know? Right?
On their part he is evil spoken of.
So on their part we are evil spoken of. So that is part of their being falsely accused us. You know, they come in and speaking evil of us. Yes, and them always have an intention to take us out. So if you don't take out somebody, you will always speak bad about them. And that just Esau Edom. Go ahead.
And here all these other heathen nations, because they join hand in hand with him.
Psalm 83.
Yeah. It said, but on your part he is glorified.
And it's on Yahushua part, we are glorified. Yeah, so hey, all praise to Yahweh Yahushua. You know, but if you when they go into Matthew 10, you know, it telling you when that time come and put they say don't even put the words in there. Don't even put a thought in your mind same way. Yeah, sir. Yeah, so hey, all praises there at Yahushua. We tell us, you know, to prepare ourselves spiritually what to do. Yes, and what to do when that time comes. Yes, and so no matter what they try, the men of the Lord, they cannot take us down. They cannot take us down because, hey, we ready to bear our cross. Yes, and it say, but let none of you suffer as a murderer or as a thief or as an evildoer or as a busybody in any man's matter. So, hey, that's why we had to be blameless. We had to be blameless in the truth. You understand? We had to be focusing on one thing, which is our salvation. You understand? To get delivered out of this place. Anytime you get yourself caught up in any busybody, any two-third matter and all these things, you can be getting caught up in the world. You understand? So we cannot be getting caught up in this world. Because this world have nothing for us. We are not of this world. You understand? Because we on a mission. Yahweh Shimashai sent us on a mission, you know, and it's only Yahweh Shimashai could tell us, you know, when we fulfill our mission and to deliver us when that time come. You understand? So that is Esau on the whole, always falsely accusing the Israelites, always pointing, even the Gadites. What should they do the Gadites? You understand? They sign them a treaty and all that, and then they falsely accuse them and they kill them out. You understand? That is how you is. Your words is soft as butter, but war in your heart. That is how wicked you are. You understand? I think I have a scripture here. Psalms 4, 1. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 4, verse 1. It say, hear me when I call, O Yahweh, of my righteousness. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me and hear my prayer. It say, O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? How long will ye love vanity and seek after the sin? So hey, that just show you that hey, we have to focus on our salvation. We cannot be focusing on vanity and things when making no sense. We cannot going back into the scripture in 1 Samuel 12 and 21. We can be focusing on things, vain things. We cannot deliver or perfect you in times of trouble. You know. So we had to focus on Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, because we know in Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, you know, He is the one, you know, the delivery from our enemy, which is Esau Edom. You know, when that come, it will be like, you know, a relief, you know, to the ones who be a matter for the Mashiach, you know, to being in the going and being in a spiritual realm. You understand? And meeting the Mashiach, that will be a wonderful and a glorious day. So they could always, like, same way how the Drake get falsely accused. You understand? It's the same way the men of the Lord go and guide. So when they come down on us, all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yoshai when they speak evil of us. You understand? So whatever they do, you know, that is Esau on the whole, that deceiver, that falsely accuser, you know. And I just want to bring out this scripture here. Revelation 2 and 10, and this is something you always be bringing out. It says, fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. So this devil, when you go down to the meaning and the etymology, you know, brothers and sisters, they go down into it, and they're going to tell you that it means the devil means, you know, a deceiver, you know, falsely accuser. You understand? And that is Esau. He would not falsely accuse you, you know, come down on you and say, all right, you never take the so-called cure, you know, you spreading the so-called, the so-called, the C19 and all these things. You understand? So they will put you into prison, all the concentration camps, the FEMA camps, you know, all these things they are prepared for chicks. They say that he may be tried, and he shall have tribulation 10 days. Thou be faithful, yet be thou faithful until death. So we have to be faithful until death. When they falsely accuse us, when they hold us and say all manner of evil things about us, you know, we had to be faithful until death. It said, I will give thee a crown of life. So we had to hold on to this truth. This truth is the crown of life. You understand? No matter what Esau do, fuck Esau. You understand? Focus on your salvation. No matter what they do us, they cannot break us. You know, they cannot take our crown. You know? So hope this video is edifying. You know? Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone once again. Salutation to the Akim who preach this truth in sincerity to the four corners of the earth. preaching his truth, you know, being pretty much as a sacrifice to the one to act what's also then to respectable Israelites, you know. Stay hold on to his truth, you know, but I say anything to say. Alright, you know, so this video is edifying. Shalom, shalom, shalom.